It's where the shrimp hatch is going off. You can see those shrimp sizzling.
Most people know the stories about catching tarpon from things such as the palalo worm, which is a favorite of tarpon, and the time they hatch that they know to go and search for them. But not too many people know about what's sometimes called a shrimp patch. And that's a unique phenomenon here in the Florida Keys, and especially in the backcountry area, especially when you get a key that's very large, like Big Pine Key. Big Pine Key is one of the only keys that has still some of its own standing fresh water. And that can cause some different effects, including some of that freshwater runoff. And then when you get that in addition to windrows of some of those seagrasses that come up against the shoreline, you'll get a phenomenon where the organic material will start to decompose. That produces what we normally smell as a rotten egg smell. It's really hydrogen sulfide, but it's fairly toxic to most small organisms such as shrimp. When you get a buildup of that, especially behind a weed line that's pushed up against a shore that may have some surface rainwater or some runoff from mangroves, you'll get a water quality that looks the color of some of the organics that decay from it. Kind of looks like iced tea or root beer water. That's usually lower in salinity, and a lot of times it's very low in oxygen and may have some of that hydrogen sulfide to it. Now, tarpon are a different kind of fish. It's a fish that, as you've seen a tarpon roll, what that tarpon's doing is actually come to the surface, taking a gulp of air and pushing it back down through his gills so it can live in a spot that has that hydrogen sulfide or low dissolved oxygen. So they take advantage of some of these shrimp that when the water quality gets into that situation are having trouble staying in the water, jumping around on the grass. It's a perfect spot, just like a weed line is for dolphin. So this is a unique sort of phenomena here in the Florida Keys. It doesn't happen everywhere. Some backcountry guides know it, but it's a good place to take real advantage of some tarpon fishing.
It's a good sized fish. Yes, sir. I like those.